going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of ENA. We got time. Another weekly prediction video for y'all. So we're going to start this off with Thursday night game. Panthers at Texans. So Tyrod Taylor is officially out. If you didn't already know that, I think Driscoll, the backup quarterback, his name is, he's going to be starting in his career. He's 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. So I'm not exactly too sure how much faith I want to put in that. A lot of people didn't have a lot of faith in the Texans coming into this year. Panthers off to a really great start. Sam Darnold, as I thought he was going to start to look good. New system, new players. He's starting to come into his own. He's starting to become what the Jets thought he would be, but he has way better supporting cast. So now he's becoming what they thought he would be if they'd have put the pieces around him. Yeah. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I got the Panthers 30-17. I really don't think this being too good of a game. I think the Panthers will handle this pretty soundly. Next, we got Falcons at Giants. I'm not going to waste too much time on this game. Y'all know the Giants are my team, but we are not off to a good start. Defense, which I thought was going to be the strong suit of this team, has looked like the worst part of this team. The Falcons' defense looks awful, as it did last year. Calvin really hasn't, destroyed the league so far in the first 2 weeks, so that's always promising. I got it 27-24 Giants. That's just I know it's going to be a high-scoring game because it's obvious that either team can't stop anybody, so regardless, it should be high-scoring. But the Giants winning by 3. Next, we got Washington at Bills. The Bills did a number last week. They shut the team out, which is pretty hard to do in the NFL. Washington, they looked okay last week. Taylor Heineke got his first NFL win. He looked pretty good, but I think the Bills are just going to be too much for Washington. Also, Curtis Samuel still isn't back, so that's not going to help at all. I think the Bills are going to cause a lot more turnovers and a lot more. The defense is going to get off the field a lot more than the Giants did last week. So I have the Bills in this game 24-10. Next, we have Bears at Browns. Justin Fields finally gets his first NFL starting a real game. I know a lot of people are excited about that. Andy Dalton, unfortunately, is hurt. But I know a lot of Bears fans have been ready to see Justin Fields. Is Odell back? Not exactly too sure. I want to say he's going to play this week, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. I got the Browns 34-17. I don't think this is going to be much of a game at all. Next, we have Ravens at Lyons. The Lions have looked okay in some spots so far this year, but overall the Lions are what we expect them to be. I know last week they looked okay in the first half against Green Bay, but we saw how that ended out. Ravens are coming off a really, really big win against the Chiefs. I think they're going to continue to roll. So I have this game 28-20 Ravens. Next, we have Colts at Titans. As we all know, Carson Wentz is hurt yet again, and he has sprained both ankles, which is pretty interesting. So the question now is, are you going to go with Jacob Easton or are you going to go with Hundley? Hundley used to be the backup for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. If I recall, he looked decent in short spurts. I really couldn't tell you he's a world beater, but he looked okay. He has some real game time experience. As for Jacob Easton, I'm not too sure how high they are on him or who's high in the depth chart, but that's going to be who they got going out there. Derrick Henry is going to do what Derrick Henry does. I don't think the Colts defense is going to be able to stop him. I think the Colts offense is going to get a lot of 3 and outs, which is going to let Henry do a lot of running. I got this game Titans winning 23-17, and I have the score prediction close, but I don't think the game's going to be close. I think at least one score from the Colts are probably going to be garbage time. So it's really going to be more of a 2-score game. Next, we have Chargers at Chiefs. Bosa, Derwin James, and Chris Harris are all questionable. I know a lot of people like Bosa this year. He hasn't really done anything in a while. Anybody so far. He only has 1 sack and 5 solo tackles, so that's not, eye-popping. So there's that. This is a divisional game, so I expect it to be tight. I expect Herbert to have a really good game. I expect Mahomes to have a better game. But overall, I have to go with the Chiefs. They're playing at home. Chargers, I do expect to be a playoff team, but I don't know about that just yet. We're going to get to that when we get to another team in that division. But I have the Chiefs winning this 27-24, like a nice walk-off field goal. Saints at Patriots. I know a lot of Saints fans were really high on Jameis week 1 when he came out and did what he did, even though he really didn't have to do too much. He didn't have to throw for a bazillion yards, so that helped. Bill Belichick's known for his defense, so I think even if Gilmore isn't playing, I still think that defense can go out there and get the job done. The real question is, can the Saints receivers get any kind of separation? Last week, I really wasn't that impressed. I know a lot of people were high on Callaway. This year for the Saints, this is the time for him to come out and shine because Michael Thomas is not coming back soon. So him, Harris, Mr. 7-Eleven, Chris Hogan, y'all gonna have to go out there and y'all gonna have to get it done. Kamara has under 100 yards in 2 games rushing, so I don't know. They're gonna have to figure out something for that, but overall, Saints, y'all need to separate. I have this being a very close ball game. I have a 17-20 Patriots. Next up, we have Bengals at Steelers. TJ Watt, I'm not exactly too sure if he's going to play. He's listed as questionable, well, limited for practice. T. Higgins, one of the Bengals' best receivers, he didn't practice today. I'm not too sure he's going to play, so it's going to be pretty much all of Tyler Boyd and Jamar Chase. I know Joe Hayden will be back for the Steelers. That's going to help a whole lot. I think even though the Steelers haven't looked all that great this year, I have the Steelers winning this game and, kind of getting back on track. I have it 27-17. This is going to kind of be what it's been looking like a vast majority of the time when the Bengals play the Steelers, especially at home. Next, we have Cardinals at Jacksonville. Kyler Murray is a front runner for MVP this year. He's playing really, really well. A.J. Green, he's shown flashes and resemblance of what he used to do in Cincinnati. D-Hop's going to be D-Hop. I think the Cardinals are just an overall better team. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence is struggling mightily, which I'm pretty sure we all assumed that they would. That team isn't that talented. So I have this game 24-10 Cardinals. Next, we have Jets at Broncos. The Jets are another team not too many people are high on. There's no Mekhi Becton to protect Zach Wilson again. I think he's going to be out for quite some time. Noah Fant, the great tight end for the Broncos, he was limited in practice today. I'm pretty sure he will play, so that's going to help him a lot. Melvin Gordon's, he's doing his thing. He's looking good out there. So with that being said, I have the Broncos winning. Oh, and let me not slide him. Teddy Bridgewater's looking like a very good quarterback. He's looking like at least a middle of the pack quarterback. Like, he doesn't look like he's at the last leg. So with all that being said and everything, not being so well for the Jets, I have the Broncos winning this game 20-10. Next, we have Dolphins at Raiders. Derek Carr is also another front runner of MVP. I know a lot of people haven't been high on Derek Carr as of late, or kind of ever for the most part. I know a couple Raider fans that have never really liked Derek Carr all that much, and I really don't know why. He seems to be, from what I've seen, seems to be a pretty decent quarterback. He can scramble a little bit. He can make some good throws. So I'm not exactly too sure what the hate is for, but he's looking like an MVP candidate so far throughout this year. There's no Tua, so it's going to be Jacoby Brissett filling in for Tua on the Dolphins. Also, no Josh Jacobs, the star running back for the Raiders. But with all that said, the way Derek Carr is playing right now, I can't bet against him, especially when the Dolphins just lost their starting quarterback. I have the Raiders 24-14. Bucks at Rams. This could be a possible NFC Championship game. I think both teams are really, really well coached. They have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. But I think Antonio Brown not being there is going to be the deciding factor on this game. And I think that is the sole reason, possibly, on why the Rams win. Tom Brady's going to be Tom Brady. Mike, he still has Chris Godwin, he still has Mike Evans, he still has Cameron Brady, he still has Gronk, and all that. The Rams' defense is still, in my opinion, top 5 in the NFL. You still have Aaron Donald, you still have Jalen Ramsey, you still have all those high-profile players on that defense. So for all that being said, I have the Rams winning 30-27. Next, we have Seahawks at Vikings. Tyler Lockett has been playing out of his mind this year. I'm not exactly too sure what's going on, but he's just doing the damn thing. Almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns in just 2 ball games. Now, adding to that, there is no Breland. I don't believe he's playing. He didn't participate in practice. Also, Griffin, the defensive end, is in concussion protocol, and it doesn't look like he will be playing. So you have 2 big pieces on the defense not playing. A Seattle team that can get up and down the field and can score a lot of points. That's not exactly the situation you want to be in. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I have Seahawks win this game, 30-17. Next, we have Packers at 49ers. Mitchell, the running back for the 49ers, did not practice with a shoulder injury. I know they do running back by committee, but at some point you start to run out of running backs. I want to say Mitchell was 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. I mean, it comes a point in time where you can't keep plugging in and out players, in and out, in and out. It just doesn't work. Eventually, it's just not going to work. The Packers look good against the Lions. They start off slow. I think the defense should step it up. And I need to see more from that defense. Now that I say that, they're not playing up to the standard they looked last year. And I think this is a good game to feel really good about yourself. The Lions, nobody really expected the Lions to win that game or even be in that game. So this is a game against a team that's a possible playoff contender, maybe even NFC Championship contender. Y'all can go, y'all can beat them, y'all can feel great about yourselves. So for that, I have the Packers winning 24-21. And last but not least, we have the Eagles at Cowboys. The Cowboys still have a bunch of players out on the defensive side of the ball. I know the Eagles, they're still banged up a little bit on offense and defense. Devontae Smith, he's been okay so far. Michael Parsons has looked really well this year, I'm not going to lie. This is a tough one to call because it's in my division. But if I have to pick, if I really have to pick with my head, not my heart, I got Cowboys winning 28-21 just for the simple fact I believe Dak Prescott is a level above Jalen Hurts when it comes to playing the quarterback position. So, that's it, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's the games of the week. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope to see all y'all commenting down there for a chance to win that money. This is ENA We Got Time. It was my pleasure. And we out. Peace.